Good evening, race fans. Welcome back into another edition of the NSRL. It's Monday Night NASCAR here live at Rockingham Speedway for race 8 of 33, the North Carolina Education Lottery 250. Rockingham Speedway track map broke. I don't know. They recently updated it or something. It doesn't want to show. But yeah, it's renovated too. It's relatively, recently repaved and everything. Looks a lot different than it did last time we were here. So looking forward to it. Art should be here hopefully shortly. But we'll see. Tonight's race information is as follows. 2 laps of qualifying for the 250-lap main event. Stage 1 at the conclusion of lap 60, stage 2 at the conclusion of lap 120, 3 green-white checkers, 4 total tire sets, fuel run of about 90 laps, 88 to 92, 0 fast repairs for these drivers as always. We'll go ahead and get right into qualifying. Hey, buddy. You want to talk about race cars?
Yeah.
Okay. So that is tonight's race information. Okay, hang on one second.
Okay.
All right. Let's see here who we got coming out of the pits.
That's it.
All right.
Whoa.
All right. Is he going fast?
Yeah.
Are you taking Art's job?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. 6, 1.
That's right. Well, what does that say? 1-6?
Yeah, 1, 6.
Very nicely done.
What's the number?
Let's see a different number. You know this number. What's that?
10 and 1.
Yeah, 10. 1 and 0 makes 10.
1 and 0 makes 10.
That's right.
6 and 2.
Let's see. Do you know this number? Let's
Yeah.
see. Hang on.
Okay.
What number is that?
2, 1.
1 and 2.
Yeah, 1 and 2. What's this number?
Yeah.
What's this number?
See that number?
What's this? 7 and 6.
6 and 7.
Yeah.
He's the fastest right now.
Oh, my butt. Bully.
All right. Thanks for helping, buddy.
What's
You can still watch for a minute.
See, this is what's right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Right there.
Let's see if we can find some more numbers.
4, 6.
That's right.
Yeah.
46.
Yeah, 4, 6.
Can you say he is in 7th position? Can you say that?
Yeah. 7th person.
Attaboy.
Let's crash.
No, they're not going to crash tonight. They're going to go fast.
What's that? Who's that one?
Let's see what he is.
82.
82, that's right.
Yeah, 82.
What about...
Oh, what's that number? What's that?
Oh, he hit the wall.
Yeah.
But did you see his number?
Yeah.
Is it 24?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, he did make a walk.
Yeah.
Walk. Yeah.
Currently, the time to beat is 23.15 from Walker Thomas.
Yeah.
Brett Kincott, 5 1,000ths of a second behind.
Who's that number?
It's not loading just yet.
What's the number?
It'll load in a minute, buddy.
Okay.
So you see, this is what he sees, and he's in the car. He's driving. Second lap for Elliott Henderson. Gonna put him P1. He's the fastest. 23.101, half a tenth ahead of Walker Thomas. What a lap from the 03 machine.
What's this number?
Let's see. I'll give it 1 second. What do you see?
98.
Nope, try again.
9, 6.
Right, well, the other way. 6, 9.
6, 9.
That's right, 69.
69. Oh, you hit
Yeah, it's just loading. Yeah, they're gonna come back.
What's this?
His number is 69, remember? Careful. Alright, thanks for your help, buddy. Bye, buddy. He's a natural.
I think I got replaced.
He said he was taking your job. Welcome in.
I heard him. I've been here for a while.
Yeah,
I was just letting it happen. Right? Like,
he's a natural. I'm so proud. Proud dad moment.
I was hoping he'd step up and just fully take my spot.
Gavin Fitzgerald, we were watching it, and he's on pole. 23:09 for 6 1,000ths of a second ahead of Elliott Henderson. We got 36 as it stands, so not gonna have to send anybody home. No red marks on the timing tower. Mike McConville. His first lap going to be good enough for P3. I have the voice for Brent. Jackson Sims goes P4 on his second lap. We'll see if McConville can find any improvement. It was a quick first lap. Let's see what he does. Stays P3. Donovan Bowruff, first lap, good enough for 23rd quickest. 28 times on the board so far. Second lap, he'll stay 23rd quickest. Looks like we have Ethan Ball coming out the road. Nathan Yarnell got hit with a slowdown. He came back out. '96 machine setting off on his first time lap. They did a nice job with the, honestly, I couldn't tell you the last time we've been to Rockingham, but it's repaved since we've been here. Don't know how that works on the bumps, because this track was notoriously bumpy. Ethan Ball P5 for his first lap. Yarnell crosses the line for his first lap, P29. Aiden Kirker, the multi-time winner on the season. Good in the first half of the lap. Doesn't look as bumpy for 3 and 4. His first lap good enough for P1 22.97. Tenth and a half nearly in it.
Constantly stepping up the bar.
Second lap. 22.96, he went quicker by a 10th. Holy cow. Anybody else out on track? Steve Herring, John Wilco, Rich Jett, Jeff Carson, Ross Brockman, Logan Giesbrecht, Looks like they'll just start from the rear of the field. 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. So we're one short of a full field. So if you want a free spot, you got a minute. Speaking of a minute, Ross Brockman says, I got time. Logan Giesbrecht also starting his lap with just 30 seconds remaining. Brockman will get it in for sure. Well, not quite. Oh, neither will Giesbrecht. Hello. They both went for it, and it does not change anything. That'll be qualifying. Aiden Kirker looking for his third win of the season. Starts it off pretty darn impressive. As we get to, the 5-minute warm-up, let's take a look at tonight's starting grid. Aiden Kirker, Gavin Fitzgerald. Front row, Elliot Henderson, Mike McConville. Second row, Jackson Sims, Ethan Ball. Row number 3, Walker Thomas, Brett Kingcott. Number 5, Zach Lindgren and Jordan Smith round out your top 10. Jared Wishon, Brad Peters. 5 Machine, Bradley Gunn, and Claude Furland. Row 7, Jeremy Brown rounds out your top 15. Brock Packard got some work to do. P16, Sylvain Jolie, Corey Burkett. Row 9, rounding out your top 20. Nick Hansen and Trent Curtis. Richard Pruitt, Keith Black. Row 11, Blair Kneebone, Daniel Moynihan. Row 12, Donovan Bowruff, Zach Osborne. Row lucky 13, Chris Claude, Brandon Minto. Row 14. Rounding out the top 30, Gabriel Lafrene, Nathan Yarnell. And then we get into our non-qualifiers. Aaron Mack, Jeff Carson, Ross Brockman, Rich Jett, row 17. Logan Giesbrecht, John Wilco. And we got Steve Herring all on his lonesome in row 19.
I don't know if I've seen that picture yet.
I don't think I have either. We got the final 5-minute warm-up. Get the drink, find where your pit box is, practice pit entry, XYZ, walk the dog, take the trash out, whatever you might need. Make sure you got the race setup on instead of the qualifying setup, a whole host of things it can be used for.
Can you use mine to watch the men's basketball national
Who you
championship?
got for the Natty?
I mean, it's going to be Michigan. Michigan are going to beat the just breaks off of UConn.
Man said, all right, Dan Hurley.
I mean,
Getting the
Michigan disrespected Arizona,
that was
right? Like, and that was in the Final Four?
yeah. I looked like the first 4 minutes of that game, it was 10-1. I was like, they got one singular point. That's crazy.
I mean, Michigan has gone through Alabama, Tennessee, and Arizona, and all of them.
We just call them the SEC soft. Is that what it is?
Yes.
You know what? I'm for it.
A Big Ten supremacist.
I'm also. You know what? Good for that. Good for them.
You just hate the SEC.
I hate the SEC. The government organization as well. Let's commit massive insider trading. Government does it. Why can't the commoners?
Because that's illegal if you don't have enough money.
Is the Wolf of Wall Street a blueprint?
Yes, because he is free and has money again.
Sell me this pen. For legal reasons, I can't commit prefer not to go to federal prison.
We have
But the
tried.
Southeastern Conference, though, they got to be locked up. They can get locked up.
Except for Texas, right?
Greg Sankey, Supermax prison.
Except for Texas, right? We're innocent.
I like Texas. It gave us Haynes King.
Wrong Texas.
Longview, Texas? You got beef with Longview?
I just got beef with the school he came from.
Well, he left them, so that should make you happy. He realized.
Just he's got the stink on him.
So, in a surprising turn of events, it wasn't the Georgia Tech that caused the end of season collapse. It was Texas A&M. Went all the way back.
I'm always
to
down to
that.
blame the Aggies.
Screw Texas A&M, man. That's why we lost to Pittsburgh. I feel like Trading
Y'all
Paints
were-
just took a giant dump on whatever the server was supposed to be. Oh well. I feel bad because I was notified ahead of time that Gavin Fitzgerald, the 69 machine, he was going to run a special paint scheme in front of his car for the Humboldt Broncos, the hockey team that was affected by that bus crash a couple of years ago. Or maybe, I think it was a year ago. But he was running a special scheme dedicated to that and the families of that incident. And it didn't load. I've refreshed it a handful of times, but it doesn't seem to want to pop up. I can try again while we're on the grid, but...
Problem. So as they grid up, do you want to implement a no Aiden Kirker rule?
Until somebody else starts beating him, yeah, he's kind of the guy right now. And he's on pole.
I see the paint scheme, by the way.
Did you really?
I do.
Ah.
I also see that Aiden Kirker has a really nice scheme.
I can't see it.
Man.
I just see black. It's just a base black car with the red outline number. So if I close Trading Paints and I reopen it.
Yeah,
Oh,
for me,
wait.
Kirker.
Oh!
What?
I'm an idiot. I forgot I changed some settings over the weekend. Please work. That should fix it, right? Does it fix it live, or do I have to wait? Ah! That's on me. So if I refresh, I think it will work if we reload the textures. Maybe we gotta do it one more time now, but... Give me what I want. Give me what I want. Or we could just run a field with no paint schemes. That's always option B. Oh, you're joking. No, don't be like that.
These sponsors are not going to be happy.
Do I have to leave and then come back? Like after I change that setting?
I have no idea how that works.
I bet I'll have to do that. Whatever. Please. Please. I don't want to leave. We'll just see. If it doesn't fix itself, I'll leave at the first caution, pop right back in, and see if we can get the sponsors there. But give me Elliot Henderson for the race win.
Give me King Cut.
Oh, we got a paint scheme on the 76, so it might be working.
Oh.
For some people.
It is the core scheme.
Okay, I see it. He's got the good-looking paint scheme. Half of it, it's fine, but we're underway. Was Henderson just a bland 03?
Nope, it is the EHG.
See, now why, though? Because Kirker's... Anyways, we're underway. Side by side for second, side by side for third. Fourth, and a whole lot past that. Nick Hansen up 3 spots in the opening lap, as is a couple other drivers. I believe it's Trent Curtis trying to get +3. I didn't get to talk about it pre-race with all the shenanigans, but 3 wide into 3. There's Chris Claude right through the middle, the front A around the outside, Yarnell on the bottom. I think the trouble spot will be the exit of turn number 2. It has to be. We see guys
Has to
just
be.
get tight and they'll wash up, and it just comes out and grabs you. It always did that IRL for years. And I already see some scuff marks there on the exit of turn number 2, proving my point within 5 laps. That's what I'm here for. .37 drivers. They all started back to Logan Giesbrecht in the 39 machine. Car, like there was some smoke ahead of that, but we're all good for right now. Already, it's like a little bit of damage to the right front there. He's out for half-second lead in the opening 4 laps.
I mean, he got a good jump on the start there. It's just
No,
not
someone
looked
was
back.
spinning down to the inside, I swear. It was Jeremy Brown. Yes. Huge damage on the front. Blown engine. No caution. There it is.
There's the caution. Man.
Let's take a look here. Nobody immediately behind him. He'll just, I saw him get loose off of 2, trying to save it. Does a nice job not killing Nick Hansen, but ends up KOing his race. In the 46, engine damage for Jeremy Brown. It's the rejoin that got him in trouble, I think, with the yellow, but ultimately at that point, it doesn't really matter.
You know, it's interesting. You said that would be the trouble corner, just, you know.
There it is. So we did get the Humboldt Broncos logo on the front of Evan Fitzgerald car in honoring that team. And the families involved, they made a point to let me know that ahead of time, so glad that we didn't troubleshoot my graphical issues. Elliot Henderson, though, did not get his paint scheme, but we got the special one. So Mr. Fitzgerald, who's running P2 right now in the opening 7 laps, right behind this man, Aiden Kirker. That's led all 7 so far. Meatball flag for Jeremy Brown, obviously, with the problems there to his motor. Ross Brockman, a couple guys at the back, going to top off with fuel. Keith Black going to join him. Rich Jet, Back Row Motorsports gang. Logan Giesbrecht, who looked like he had a little bit of damage anyways on that right front. You see Steve Herring back out on the racetrack. Missed him the last, I think, 2 weeks, but let's see him back out there. I just love the full fields. Zach Osborne +6, biggest mover so far from 26th to 20th in the opening 7 laps. Keith Black down 10, but he wanted to stop for that extra fuel, so by design. So I had Henderson. Who'd you have for the win, bud?
I went with
King Cod.
I went with King Cod, the 82 machine.
Down 4 spots. What'd you do to him?
I picked him to win. That it just immediately and instantly deprom.
Doesn't look like he has any damage, so just, you know, you can work with this. I say this much, Aiden Kirker dominated Coda, but he had to work for it last week. Martinsville never really the, far and away dominant car.
It was just an in general slog last week too.
Slugfest. So he's not. It's not like in the past where he's like, oh, this. It's not the Tommy Goskins domination that we saw last year. I think it's too early to call that for anybody. But, definitely, the statement has been made. So we'll see if he can continue that. Get some green flag running in, and we'll see where the chips where they lie. But a great jump there, nearly 4 car lengths clear, as they'll be side by side for P2. Good restart for Henderson. He's able to slip underneath that 69. Admittedly, I don't know a whole lot about this racetrack in its kind of revamped configuration. Let's go on board with some of the guys inside the top 10 and see what they're doing here. It looks like it's, you know, along the bottom for the most part. Zach Lindgren trying to get involved. Yeah, it looks like the bottom end, obviously the preferred line. On both ends of the racetrack, 85 had to check up just a little bit, got tight underneath the 67. And Thomas holds the position and right back down to the bottom. Too wide there. Packard into the fence. It's turn 2's trouble spot. Doesn't matter reconfiguration, the original. You see guys plow the outside wall there. Even though it's been repaved, it still looks like there's a significant, I'd say, just the bumps along this racetrack. As Pruitt washes up, Packard goes even higher. And Moynihan will take that spot. Kneebone into the fence, Packard into the fence for a second lap in a row. Lindgren does fight back, eventually gets himself up to 6th. It looks like how well your car can stick to the bottom and roll center off kind of determines a lot of the early speed. Jared Wishon and Jordan Smith, Ethan Ball going at it side by side here. Nick Hansen way up the hill. Or Ethan Ball, excuse me. 96, not the 99.
I was going to say Hansen has other issues. He was way down. He's coming in.
Well, never wrong, just early. Yeah, they got the same paint scheme, man. I forgot about that. The all-Balco team, but he is coming in early. Unscheduled for sure. I'm surprised it's this. It looks so good on the bottom. We see guys fly by. Normally we say, oh, you can get that run off the second corner, but just not there, at least yet. Moynihan having a go at it. Oh, trouble for the other driver of all Balco, Richard Pruitt. Sylvain Joly involved as well. Problems, severe problems for Pruitt. He'll come right to pit road. Joly will continue on, it looks like.
Able to keep that, going straight is very surprising.
We're back going. Joly 19th. Ball in the wall again. Heavy left rear damage for the 96 machine. These hemorrhaging spots here now. It was just inside the top 20 when it happened. Looks like that was Lafrene up in the fence. He got a great run as a result of that. He gets back by Aaron Mack. You don't want to bounce off the apron there. We saw the Ford machine. Bo Ruff do it. Mack did it just a tiny bit. Shoots you up the hill. Big send here from Mack. Corey Burkett looks like he's on a different planet with how fast he just came in there. That's 2 spots just like that. 96, he's kind of washed up the hills. Big, big damage. This is kind of a cluster right here, just outside the top 25 now at this point. Just a line of cars to the inside. And he's in the fence again. Evasive maneuvers from Brockman and Keith Black.
Heard an engine blowing the pits, and I was very curious as to who it was.
Then Jeremy Brown finally letting go entirely, and now Ethan Ball all the way back to P33, last car on the lead lap.
Still in the wall.
And Richard Pruitt, from that incident, he's called it a night. Nick Hansen, the other all-Balco driver, he just came in on his own accord. Logan Giesbrecht left after that first caution, and Jeremy Brown, we saw what happened to him. So that's kind of the attrition at the bottom early. Out front, Aiden Kirker still by half a second over Elliott Henderson. 22 laps complete, a lot of single file up here, back to P6 as Lindgren's under a bit of pressure. Walker Thomas and Jared Wishon.
Someone got to wonder if what affected Hansen is, obviously affecting Ball. And Hansen just said, I'm not dealing with this car. This car's a demon. Like to just, end it there.
There's Blair Kneebone. He's got issues in the 64. Looks like he's got left rear damage, and he'll rejoin. 32. Didn't say anything specifically happening, but obviously something. He washes up the hill. There's Nathan Yarnell. So he already had this left rear damage. Oh, and he just gets so loose, slams the inside wall. That's that. Sims, Fitzgerald going at it.
I think turn 2 might be potentially worse than you thought.
Instantly vindicated. I mean, you can see the scuff marks on it already. But there's been more than that. 26 to the inside. And he's just able to roll the center here. A good run on the bottom, and he'll clear up. Jackson Sims into the podium and bringing McConville with him.
Yeah, I can very easily see this race turning into, a battle of attrition simply from fighting the inside wall.
69 does a nice job of pinching McConville down there on the bottom, not allowing him to get the run off, and he'll hold serve in P4. McConville not going away, Wishing closing in as a result, and a host of others. Brad Peters closing in on Jordan Smith. That's the battle for P10 in the last stage point. He gets in the fence there a little bit. Further back, Moynihan applying the pressure to Zach Osborne. And even further back, there's this group. They're all just slugging it out back here inside the top 30. But it's a nice group. It's a good battle. Brockman going all the way up the hill here. Can he get a good run off 2? He does, and he'll be challenging to the inside. Battle for P25. Went high in 1 and 2, looks low in 3 and 4, and he'll get the move done. Nicely done from Ross Brockman. He's up 8 spots in the early going.
Ooh, Moynihan finally able to make a move here on Osborne, gonna get through on the inside. It was a nice run.
So it's interesting, Wishon was able to get by the 69, but he has not gotten away. McConville's still battling here, stuck on the inside. And that has allowed Walker Thomas and Lindgren.
Yeah, you can go ahead and say King Kong too. He's right there. Can't go my pick.
He's making a move to the inside here, Lindgren. He actually had a really good run there. Looks like the 85 washed up just a little bit. Couldn't quite get the run off. And Walker Thomas has now caught McConville. And McConville says, you know what? You go and pass him. I can't. I'm fighting for my life here. You go figure it out. Which is not a terrible idea. I mean, if he's proven to be such a challenge, let the guy that caught you, and, he's got the fresher stuff, you go run him down. Halfway through stage 1 already, only the 1 caution. With Jeremy Brown spinning off turn 2. We've had a number of incidents off turn 2 that they could have brought out a caution, but no dice.
Yeah, we had 1 caution for 1 car, but we're currently out 5 cars off the track.
Yeah, that's... Yeah, so, Ethan Ball did end up retiring.
Yeah.
I saw him back in P33, and then he eventually just kind of came into the pits, and that was it. Nick Hansen, I mean, he's on pit road. I mean, this is a tough night for the all-Balco guys. They had a good result last week, but seemingly missed on the setup this week. Here Here comes King Cott to this group. And Lindgren. And Jared Wish and Brad Peters. They're all right within a second. To go in the stage, and it's a battle to see who will actually walk out of here with these final couple of points. Furlan in the 43, applying the pressure to Bradley Gunn in the 42. 42 got a little tight. Furlan had a good run. He's taking a peek at it. Walked off there a little bit. Here comes Moynihan as a result. Oh, trouble! There goes Thomas to the inside wall. Had to check up. Couldn't quite keep the car underneath him. Got really tight trying to complete the pass on Gavin Fitzgerald, and McConville into the back of him.
Another potentially caution-worthy incident, and we're staying green.
That allowed King Cott to... Oh, but King Cott slams the outside wall. Turn 2, Calamity Corner. King Cott jumped inside, got around Thomas, got around McConville, puts in P6, but he then slams the wall on the very next lap. Gavin Fitzgerald, a tough out in P5 right now. Bradley Gunn to the inside of Lindgren, who's fading here a little bit. Furlan trying to go 2 for 1. 42 into the fence. Moynihan. And then Lindgren. So all that swapped around. Furlan up to P12.
4 is in the wall. Boruff having a rough time here. Almost collects the 80-80 to make evasive maneuvers.
He's up high. Yeah, this is pretty challenging for these drivers, it looks like. We can just be smooth and consistent. These guys will eventually lose their cool here. Slam the outside wall, take themselves out of contention. Easy top 20. Moynihan to P12. Got around Furlan. Wishin eventually gets around Elliott Henderson for P3. So Wishin on the move here in stage number 1. 19 to go. State plaster all over the car. Left rear damage for Lindgren. He was making some early moves, but has since fallen back over the last couple of laps. With that left rear damage, we'll show you what we're talking about. Well, early spots, but right around the midway point really started to fall back just a tad bit. Not the same for Jared Wishin, though. P3.
Just consistent.
Only been passed one time. Right, 4 lap. On the restart, he got passed once and then eventually got it right back. Daniel Moynihan will have a good chart. 26 to 12. Started 24th. Lost a couple spots on the initial start of the race, but have since done a very nice job of recovery. Nathan Yarnell, P30 to P18, just a consistent climb for that 55 machine. Walker Thomas, obviously with that damage, slamming the inside wall out of turn 2, contact off the bumper of McConville. Has now fallen outside of the top 10. Trent Curtis into the top 10. Thomas going to need that first stage caution to work on things. A couple of cars already 1 lap down as well. Blair Kneebone, he slammed the inside wall. John Wilco, Steve Herring, just from starting at the back. They are battling for the lucky dog, but Lafrene in danger of going a lap down here over the next couple of laps, and even more so, I mean, Quad, Jet, Black, Bo Ruff's only a second ahead. And they're battling. There's the race leader. Let's go on board. The leader's on a blistering pace. Everyone else is knocking down the turn 2 fence, and you could have up to 24th place lapped here, it looks like.
I hear like just someone beating the wall down ahead of him.
Is that Aaron Mack and Jeff Carson going at it? That's a lot of traffic in front of the race leader. He looks like he's just a part of that group, but he's come all the way around side by side with Mack and Carson. Tail end of this line. 2 seconds ahead, though, he's got some time to play with. He can safely kind of navigate this group. Plus, he's got the speed to do it as well, these guys back here. We'll use stage 1 as an adjustment period. They probably got some damage too, potentially. Some of them. 29th place, Lafrene, 1 lap down. Coming to 10 to go in the stage. We could just stay on board here. We got a good battle for position, and we'll see how the leader wants to navigate this.
You'd have to expect him to be potentially trying to call out like, "Hey guys, I'm gonna be coming on through."
10 washes up a little bit. Black slams the
Ooh,
wall.
87 in the wall. Oh, in front of him.
Oh my goodness.
2 different drivers hitting the wall at the same time. No caution because they keep it straight.
Well, that breaks up that bunch pretty good. Chris Claude a lap down. It went from 29th to 26th just like that. Next up is...
the War Machine is over. His engine's gone.
Oh, man.
Yeah, he's out of it.
Left front destroyed. I'm assuming that's bouncing off the wall. Yes, just bounced off the wall.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Right in front of the lead. So, yeah, I was looking at Keith Black behind the leader. You saw Bo Ruff in front of the leader. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. Turn 2 is just international war crimes here or something, man. Getting everybody.
Yeah, I said you were right. You made the prediction that it would be a tough one, man.
Hey, shout out Packard, man, hitting the turn 3 wall and making trying to take the blame somewhere else. Golly. I knew it jumped out at everybody from years ago, but it hasn't changed a bit. They can repave it, do whatever they want. But turn 2 just everybody's worst nightmare. Chris Claude, the lucky dog, coming to 6 laps to go. He should catch Rich Jet, though. Steve Herring yields way for Moynihan and Thomas to battle. Lap times have plummeted, by the way. Part of it's due to the heavy traffic they're dealing with, but 25.38, nearly 2 seconds slower for Kirker on his last lap. Obviously dealing with traffic. Let's see what it is this time. He should catch this traffic. Aaron Mack going to be in a bit of trouble here. It'll affect him a little bit, obviously, but it's not. He shouldn't have to check up more than what he wants to. Got 2 seconds on Jackson Sims. Under 4 laps to go. The guys in front of him might be pushing a little bit just to try and stay on the lead lap, so that could result in some calamity. Yeah, it's 1.9 seconds a lap slower for Aiden Kirker. If you're Aaron Mack, you don't want to block, obviously, but just keep him behind you for 1 more lap or something. Get it to 2 laps to go. And then he might not catch Jeff Carson. He's going to give it to him.
Because you start bargaining and be like, man, you do not need this.
See, that's where we see, like, if that was a Juan Pablo Montoya, it's like, nah, you're not going to get by me.
Or Ryan Newman.
Yeah, it's like, nah, the lap car of doom and despair. But he might catch these two guys right here. This is going to be a fight for the lucky dog. Because they're both right here. Packard. Oh, man. Kirker's like, you know what? It's not that worth it. It's not worth it. Packard goes a lap down. Jeff Carson remains on the lead lap. Last lap here, and he's like, Jeff Carson, please. Like, stay on the lead lap. Stay on the lead lap, because he's the lucky dog right now. Oh, but Carson gets loose out of 2. Jeff Carson's going to be the lucky dog. A heartbreaker for Brock Packard. As Kirker storms off turn 4. And just like that, he lapped up to 22nd. Yellow is out. Trent Curtis holds on to P10. Brad Peters got around McConville right at the death there.
And
for P7.
Minto,
where he was actually holding off for P7. Excuse me.
If Aiden Kirker gets another run like that, we could very easily see into like the top 20s getting lapped.
Oh, easily. Well, I mean, it's already there. Like, so many guys are now trapped a lap down. And what? I mean, we only have, what, is it 5 out still? There's 6 out with Boruff. But 31st to 22nd just got lapped just on speed. And part of that is, you know,
that
minor.
was with a caution.
Right. It was an early caution, but still.
Yeah. So it was like 10 less laps that he had.
And Jeff Carson, the lucky dog. Looks like Jet and Wilk are going to take the wave. And I don't know with how slow the tires are. The fall off is insane. I don't know that you can get away with that. You can just see all the tire tracks of guys spinning out off turn 2. Oh, man. They're going to get the wave. That'll give us 24 back on the lead lap. Boruff with the official meatball flag notification, and then he officially calls it quits. I guess the argument is that we're going to bunch the field back up and get a quick caution and you can take tires, which I don't. I mean, if you were a lap down anyways, and it looked like it was going to continue, I don't necessarily disagree with that. Jeff Carson, the lucky dog. Wave around for Rich Jet. And John Wilco. 24 on the lead lap. I mean, they're already at the tail end of the line, right? They shouldn't be in harm's way, if anything. They just want the quick caution. Because you're not going to hold them off for 50 laps.
No.
Everybody there, and like the strategy was pretty unanimous there, except for the 2 guys that took the wave. It was 4 and fuel. Like, we're going to save the set. No, you take a set at stage 1 and stage 2. And then you figure out what to do with that last set. 4 total, 1 to start, 3 in the pits, and 2 of them are kind of reserved. There's a little bit of flexibility with the last one, but we're not there yet. Flag back in the air.
Yeah, if we get this, if we go this stage green, and then, if we can get into that, the final stage also just keeping green, top, 10th place is probably getting left.
Yeah. So I'm curious, let's take a look here at, Jackson Sims was blinking. He wasn't falling down the order, just didn't think he was here. I would have thought Jeff Carson wants to be more aggressive and get himself up the running order, especially got guys that did not pit. These guys are just going to slow the pace down. So you want to get ahead of them. But Packard's a lucky dog. He's on the fresh tires. So if he could somehow keep pace, that's almost not the problem they're going to have, right? It's going to be the guys, you know, Rich Jet, Carson, Wilco, Lindgren, Thomas even. He looks like he got a lot of damage fixed, but he's now back here in the thick of it. If these guys just can't, you know, pick up the pace a little bit, they'll just get lapped again. So it's like, oh, we're fighting for a lucky dog. That only applies to the quick caution. Because already Rich Jet is 11 seconds behind in 2 laps. 3 laps? Nearly half a track behind. Same thing with Wilco. And that's just tires, man.
I was just hearing a lot in there.
A lot of single file in the early going, but man, does it get all sorts of... Oh,
ooh,
look at that.
Jolene Osborne.
Everyone has to lift. They get tight. They knock the fence down. Jolie dives it in deep or holds on to P15. I'm not losing the spot just yet. Yarnell lifted practically there at the sharp finish line. Walker Thomas, P19, is down 12 spots. Zach Lindgren down 11 spots. So these guys, obviously, with a little bit of early damage, going to look to climb their way back up the running order here a little bit. You got to take care of their stuff here. At the end of the stage, hopefully on the lead lap. Wobble there from Curtis, falls back just a little bit. Moynihan putting pressure on him into turn number 1. Everybody's feeling good now, but those tires get a little bit of wear on them. They'll just start plowing in turn
2. I can't believe it. Just again, Kirker is already a second ahead.
Time winner for a reason. Yarnell, your biggest mover, P4 or P16, up 14 spots, started P30. I think was the last one in on last time to qualify. But he's done a nice job. He's battling. I mean, top 10's right up there. Doing a nice job within the sight of the leaders. A nice run so far for that 55 machine. Not a whole lot of damage, if any, on it, and I'll stop talking about it. The 49, he's not for position, but he's just trying to make sure he's the lucky dog in case we get a caution in the next couple of laps. Hand around the outside through 1 and 2, puts him up to P9, and takes away the biggest mover from Yarnell. He's plus 15. Just a very orange interior for Moynihan, isn't it? Like, you click onto the cockpit cam and it's like, yeah, you just instantly like, wow.
Corbin would love that.
Because a lot of guys, it's just so neutral, right? Like, you see McConville and Brad Peters, Fitzgerald, like, it just jumps out at you. It's like, oh, that's just straight yellow. Fitzgerald, he's kind of hung around this 5th, 6th position a lot of the night. Started 2nd, ran most of stage 1 in P5, and dropped to 6th after the pit stop. And he runs now. Just kind of being a tough out right here. Put away a little bit on that. There's Rich Chet in the background, already 1 lap down. Ross Blockman, soon to be in similar circumstances. And they got a bit of a gap up to Jeff Carson, 6 seconds up the road. Kirker, no doubt, going to apply the pressure here, as we still got 41 laps to go in the stage. So he's going to charge up there, no doubt. I'm positive of it. And if you're John Wilco and you're Rich Jett and you didn't get that early caution, it's almost something to be said for, do you just bite the bullet and pit now? I mean, you're going to get so off the pace. Because if you pit now, you can then do the inverse. You're the fastest car on the racetrack with the pressure tires. Try and get one of the laps back. I don't know, but you're kind of in a tough spot.
I mean, Rich Jett just bouncing off the wall. He's struggling in the car.
Well, this is for somebody that's normally so consistent, takes care of his equipment. But those older tires, and here he comes. He's like, hey, we tried to get the quick caution, we didn't get it. And, these tires are absolute junk. But he's going to come in. Just like, literally 2 laps later, the leaders have swarmed Wilco and Rockman.
It's different kind of strategy.
Sometimes you get the caution. Wilco got it at Vegas. And he won the race, but right now he's just kind of on those little tires, kind of defenseless. He is P22. He's up 14 spots. Brockman over there. I think if you're Wilco, you kind of have to tough it out because you're running semi-top 20. You've gained a bunch of spots. You might just have to deal with it. Because he's actually, Ross Brockman pitted with everybody else, lap 61, so he's got 50 lap pressure tires, and Wilco's still kind of side by side with him. Just gotta be careful here. We're nearly 4-1.
You don't think he really wanted to be side by side there? He's just trying to run his race. He's logging laps at this point.
There's just it happens so quick here. It's like, oh, I don't hit the wall, but I have to check up, and I just lose half a second, lose 4 spots. If you're Aaron Mack, who I think is now not even the first man, top 25, and look at the traffic here. And there was no noticeable incident, right? It's like, the second half of the field checked up and everybody had to slow down. This is just the pace that the leaders are on. He's lapped up to 22nd already. It's just pure chaos for these guys back here. It was like, is that the other car? Like, Talladega Nights sound like leaders are flying, man. That's insane. And it's not just the leaders, right? Like, obviously Kirker's lapping them, but here comes everybody else, just like a hornet's nest. Battle for P2. Not anymore. As Jackson Sims moves up to P2. We should kind of let him have it there.
Victorman's still running top 5. Haven't cursed him yet, so I'm going to bring it up.
Thomas taking a move to the inside. He's still had a little bit of damage, as does Lindgren. Around Nathan Yarnell. Wilco eventually, he's like, you know what, this isn't working either, so he did come in. Same thing. He's like, well, we're just going to die otherwise if we don't bolt on the set of tires. Because when they come around the second time and our tires are 90 laps on them, nobody's going to have a good time. Still a little bit of left rear damage there on the 67. Same thing for Lindgren, but it looks like they got most of it fixed. Darnell does a nice job not completely killing the 49. Just like that, though, inside of 30 to go. And it's a long last stage. I don't... we're clicking through laps pretty good here, but... yeah, it's 60, 120, and then, man, you got the second half of the race to go.
I saw 130 laps.
Well, even, it's literally more. I mean, you got 30 laps. Did 120 in the first half. So, what we got? Is that Steve Herring that had a little bobble there? It's like he's going to come into pit. Yep. I think Blair Kneebone in front of him had an issue there. Well off turn 2. But it's turn 2. It's no surprise. But this group right here, 15th, 16th, 17th, they're about 14 seconds back. I'd say they're safe, but it depends on how much they want to battle. Behind them,
I don't think anyone is safe.
Steve Herring, is he just kind of... He's just trying to get out of the way, it looks like. You've done that a couple times. I thought, what was it, Gateway? You and Corbin were doing that a long time ago. And then you still run out of caution, and then our driver won the race.
Wasn't it you?
No, it's Tyler.
Or was it?
Davala.
Yeah, no. I was just
no, wasn't it Corbin that wrecked you while you were trying to put around the track?
No, I lost control of the vehicle. And... like, we're trying to put it around, and, like, we're literally running on the apron of the track, letting everyone go by, and it gets away from me a little. Like, I go into a corner a little too fast for, my skill. It goes around, and the caution comes out near the end of the race, and I swear, next day, this dude, like, he's messaging me, like, hey, did you do that on purpose?
You said something really dumb to him, too, I remember. I forget what you said, but you said something really dumb in reply.
Yeah, but it was like, if I was going to bring out the caution, would I tell you? Like am I going to tell you that, yeah, I did it?
Listen, like, there's one thing, right? Like, I almost hate to bring it up, but, like, it's the funniest thing when they interview, not just, like, not even like the president. They're like, hey, are you going to put boots on the ground in Iran? He's like, if I was, why would I tell you what we're going to do? It gives off the same vibe. It's like, why would I implicate myself?
Exactly.
Like,
no, I didn't. I linked him to the stream because, like, we were still, like, you were, doing your personal VODs back then. Yeah. And it's like, just listen to me go, like, no, and just wreck.
I remember that. You're like, I wasn't trying to. But that's the same. It's like, why? If I did, I wouldn't tell you. Not that that's happening here. That's just I remember that we got some stories, man. Got some funny stories.
When's your podcast coming soon?
The left front, by the way, holy cow, that left front does not look good on the 64. Hang on a second. That did not look good.
Back to the race.
It does not look good. Why is it so far to the left? How is he's still making decent lap time? He's still going. He's making semi-decent lap. Look at that. Hang on. I mean, the steering doesn't even look that broke, though. But for some reason, it's just the damage. It looks way worse than what it should be. There's a lot going on. There's so many battles for the lap down cars. Brockman has come in. We had an off track at Rockingham. How did this happen? Like it literally notified us as off track. What happened? So Wilco, remember, he's on the fresh tires. He's trying to get something back. Oh, he bounces off turn 4. Ah.
Yes, that is how you go.
Mowing a little grass. Yeah, he was digging on the fresh tires, man, trying to get some spots back. Number 15 to go in the stage, and Henderson washes up the hill a little bit. Here comes King Cott. Battle for 4th. And he'll take it. If he can get a good exit, he washes up a little bit.
Carson doesn't need us to tell him, but the leader is right there.
Right there. He's in the same situation as he was last time. However, unfortunately for him, it's there's more laps this time. And so right, he's gonna get lapped. Wait a minute. Oh wait, no, he should be okay actually. Because the cars in front of him are already a lap down. Corey Burkert is 6 seconds up the road. So actually, even though Carson's going to get lapped, I think he'll end up being the lucky dog again. He should be fine. He's totally fine.
He's not 15 laps.
He can't keep getting away with it.
We might see. I thought we were going to see a little potential 3-wide with this battle with McConville and Henderson. There's Fitzgerald in the mix.
Ooh, Peters threw off too. Hey, look at the attrition, 20th place, 20 seconds back. That's Burkert, who we think is safe unless he falls off a cliff. Carson 1 lap down, and we're already 26th is now 2 laps down. He's just picking him up, putting him down. Well, Frene was on the podium a couple weeks ago. Maybe even last week at Martinsville, I think. But let me double check my math here. See, I thought he was on the podium last week. Now 20. That just shows you, man. It's a different beast week to week. Yeah, he got 3rd last week. It's difficult out here tonight, Rockingham, man. These guys fighting for their lives.
I do believe Minto and Burkett are safe. Carter has, you see, not fallen into that 25-second lap time.
And Burkett actually got around Minto, so Minto would be the next one. If we look back, no, he should be fine. You don't even see the leader just yet. He just got.
I mean, Minto at that time ran a 26-1 to a 25-5, so.
And with 10 to go, I mean, yeah, close in.
There's potential. Like, it would have to be bad laps from Minto and really good laps from Kirker.
He just got through a good bit of traffic there, though, so he's got a couple clean laps ahead of him. But it's honestly kind of cool because even like Martinsville last week, we had a lot of attrition guys laps down because there were so many wrecks. But it almost reminds you of an old, oh, there's Lafrene off the track. He slides way up the hill right in front of Fitzgerald. Here's Wilco on the front. It's all topsy-turvy. I was going to say it reminds you almost of like an old Bristol race. Coincidentally, we head there next week, right? Of like, hey, we got all these lap cars and the leaders are trying to do their things. And like, it's just, there's so much happening.
Sims was sent to the pits because of connection issues.
Oh.
So he's going to lose P2.
I don't even think I see him now.
No, I was looking because like it looked like he was going to.
Oh wait, is that just manual? Like, is that iRacing that does that, or is that? I mean, I'm assuming obviously race control can do that, but I don't even see him. And if he was blinking, then yeah, he's just okay. He started blinking real bad. Oh, like, real bad. Like, you don't see him at all. Blinking, blinking, blinking. He's back for a minute, gone again. And then he's not back since. That's one of the podium drivers all night. Gone. Yeah, I don't see anything. No upload packet loss, no manual disconnection. I think it's just... Is he just parked somewhere? And just like that, he's P30. I mean, his race is over.
Man, that's gotta hurt.
I've gotten that warning. It's like, hey, fix your connection. You know, when I was doing Daytona 24, it's like I got 18 tabs open, watching the stream. I got this, that, and the other. Like, I've had the warning. I've never been sent to the pit, so I don't know what that actually looks like. With all that, we're coming to 4 to go. McConville and Fitzgerald side by side for P4. Brad Peters is like, if you hit the wall, I'm passing both of you. Hincott on the podium. Fitzgerald, good corner there. Now McConville under pressure for 5th. Three laps to go, and he actually is in sight of Brandon Minto. 23 seconds. Think he's good. And Jeff Carson really needs him to be good. But at what point, right, are you prolonging the inevitable? Because it's 130 laps, and we've had one actual incident-related caution. We're going to see some real attrition there. You know, like, that's going to get lap up to 10th there, like you mentioned.
I would definitely say top, like, 15, like, I mean, getting pretty close to 10th is on the table.
And they're just scrapping everywhere. This is an enjoyable event for me. They're going at it for nearly every spot on the racetrack.
Now, you know, this is like, you know, my classic boomer take.
Left front still doesn't look good on the 64. I mean, that's just
it's not the fault of the league, but imagine this race, no stage cautions, just Kirker up to P2 basically,
giving him the belt like it's Richard Petty 1970. And that is the stage break. Kirker sweeps the stage. Looks like Moynihan was putting some pressure there late. And Jordan Smith, but he holds on. Because it gets to a point, right, because everybody else is battling. Kirker's just doing his own thing, you know? And you'll just, like, that's up to the drivers, right? Like, hey. And Sims did eventually manually disconnect, so he got the sent to pit road. He's like, well, that's kind of it. Jeff Carson, the lucky dog. I mean, like, it's like the vintage, like, we got multiple drivers, multiple laps down. Like, I personally like that. Like, that's like, hey, like, you're not, everybody's not going to be fast all of the time. And like Lafreniere, he's 3 laps down, I think, 25th. Like, there's not hardly a scratch on the car. He's been in the wall, been through the grass, but like, it's just, you know, some tracks are better than others.
He was, you know, he's had his tracks. He's been really good. I mean, Jet and Wilco, I don't want to say masters of strategy, but they've definitely had really good strategy in the past. And it's just not coming through here because fast. And the races have been that calm.
Yeah, I mean, we've had plenty of, you know, turn 2 calamities, but it's like they bounce off the wall and they somehow save it and they keep going. Oh, look at this. Jared Wishon gets it done. Slow stop for Kirker. 19 seconds, so there wasn't anything, like, big there. No penalty, but he restarting. This is as slow as he's been all night. New leader. Jared Wishon.
I wonder if, like, he didn't get in his box right, if potentially some, like, maybe he got to the outside wall and fixed a little bit of damage.
I mean,
just clean.
Yeah, just had to take a sip of water and he couldn't find her. I don't know. Because it's like short enough. It's like, what happened? Like, you know.
So you just gonna be that confident, be like, yeah, I can give it the spots to, take a second to breathe.
Yeah.
I'll just go get them back here in 30 laps.
Yeah. I mean, this is the long run here, and it has the potential to go green to the end. I mean, they went 60 laps there just fine. And we say, oh, he's in traffic, but for Kirker, that's P3 tonight, right? Like that's how the race has gone for him. So we'll see, can he navigate by these two cars? 20 cars on the lead lap. Rock Packard again, the lucky dog, but that doesn't... we got a long way to go, so... if we re-rack everybody, then, we could get a quick caution, get 21, but we're gonna see some things here. His car, impossibly left-hand turn. Jared Wishin, first lap led under green, technically, but here comes Aiden Kirker. And he's gone. Oh, Carnival, there it is.
You say there it is, they're still going.
How on earth was that not more than what it was? How on earth? 82 not having a good time right now. And that's on lap one of, you get 130 to go.
And guess who's already back out front?
Yeah, and I don't even know if you can say that's a green flag lap led. It was on the restart. He didn't even make it to turn 2. I respect it. I was like, hey, listen, I had to sneeze or something. I'm trying to leave my box, so I'd like to leave that. But, like, at this point, right, you're not worried. These guys right here, you're fighting for a top 10, P15. One hand gets a great run out of the corner. Trying to go 2 for 1 here. That's 2 for 2, 10. You got one out of turn 4 and got one going into turn 1, so. You're like, oh, if I get lapped twice and I finish 12th, and so be it, right? The race went green, the leader was an alien, like, you know what I mean? You're not even upset with that. Hey, I didn't kill myself on the turn 2 wall, right? Clean and consistent, had some good battles, P12, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Mike Congo had a very long stop in all of that. He's back to P18. He was battling up inside the top 5 for a good portion of the opening stages. Take a look. Go back to 19th, actually, on the restart. And only up 1 spot behind Walker Thomas, who got that damage right at the end of stage 1, and it's just been kind of a slow climb back up through the field. Long pit stops at the end of stage 1 and stage 2. And really still kind of right at the top 15 car as it stands, mired in traffic. Bob Furland up to P8. Zach Osborne, biggest mover so far, plus 17, putting pressure on him. And honestly, let's get our thinking caps on, right? We actually have a long third stage where the estimated fuel run does not go to the stage. And seeing what we've seen, the just disparity in tires, right? You almost have to split this in half, right? You don't want to go 90 laps and just be super slow for the final 30 laps of the run, right? Because it's been 4 in fuel at the end of stage 1 and stage 2. So then you get 130 to go. You run a couple caution laps. 125, you go 60, 65. Like, that's got to be what we're thinking, right?
You can. It's still going to be awful. You can see what they're running at the end of stages. and
2
it's
seconds a
not
lap
looking
slower,
great.
right? Like,
Yeah, and they would have to go an extra potential like 5 to 10 laps more because at the start of the stages you get laps back because of the caution, and at the end of the stage it's coming. So
yeah, there's no guarantee of a caution. Obviously, it's stage 3. And so do you run 80 laps and then just try and fly in the last 40? It's like, do I have enough life in the tires to go long and then really get the advantage at both sides?
and it's just where is it comfortable? When do you give up on the car? Or when are you about to get lapped?
Because it's not like F1. Oh, we got the hard tire. This thing's good to the end, right? You got the Goodyear tire, right? It's gonna hit a point and it's gonna just fall off a cliff, and you can't get it back. Like, it's done. So like, you got to nurse it to that point. Moynihan racing inside of King Cotton, nearly contact. Two little groups here going at it. Hondo and Thomas both trying to recover a good finishing position. They got stage points, but Simon's got 15 both of them. Well, Thomas just got to 15th, so. And the battle for a top 10 rages on. We've lost Steve Herring right after stage 2. So that makes it 30th and below out of this race. 7 cars. 8 cars.
In a race that has 1 caution.
Yeah.
Quite impressive.
Granted, right, I mean, Bo Ruff hit the wall, blew the engine, it didn't bring up caution. So we've had the incidents. Jeremy Brown, though, was the only true incident, lap 5 with the self-spin, and popped his motor. Giesbrecht left a lap later for reasons. I think he just realized he was uncompetitive. I mean, he had damage in practice, and he was 33rd in pace. Had some damage in the opening 5 laps before that spin. The all Balco racing guys, Ethan Ball, Nick Hansen, had immense struggles. And Hansen didn't. He was just, I mean, he qualified inside the top 20, but just fell back pretty quick and then left. Ethan Ball and Richard Pruitt had some contact about lap 20. Really, actually, like lap 15. Pruitt then pitted on the next lap, left. Ball went around for 10 more and then left. And we saw what happened to Bo Ruff, Sims, and Steve Herring just called it quits after stage 2. So the race recap on the attrition. 29th is Rich Jett. He's again on the fresher tires, but he's trying to get another wave around, and they still didn't get the quick caution, so. 29th 64 machine still battling 28th. The left front that I still don't think is, I don't know how it's working. Podium last week, 27th this week, Lafrene. Gonna log in laps at this point. Aaron Mack. Quiet night, no major incidents, just top 25 car, that's about where he's been. John Wilco again, kind of with his teammates, Rich Jett, the alternate strategies. Didn't quite get the break they needed at the end of stage 1, so he's a bit off sequence. Just Claude, a quiet night, but top 25 car, that's what you have, but no major damage. Ross Brockman, kind of a similar story. A lot of these guys right here, just 25th to 20th, this is where they've run most of the night. Packard, though, you would say an adventurous night. He's bounced off the wall a handful of times. And that's where he runs 21st. Jeff Carson from the Lucky Dog twice. He's kind of quicker than the guys that get lapped, but not quick enough for the guys in front. Sylvain Jolie made a good run. Start of the stage, falling back a little bit. This is as low as he's been. Burkert. Maxing out right here for the time being, but he is closing on a couple guys in front. And then it's, you know, it's kind of on from there. It's been busy. Closing in on 100 to go. Zach Osborne, the biggest mover, plus 20. This has been, he gained a ton really in the first 20 laps of his race. And then from the stage 2 restart, he's gained another handful. So this is as high as he's been tonight, P6. One hand got sent up the hill.
We're getting big piece of the wall.
It was him and Trent Curtis going at it. Moynihan just really got sent up high, and when you're that high that early in the corner, you could check up all you want, but it's going to be a tough task to slow that car down. He did the best he could, so lost 2 spots.
Ooh, Osborne gets real loose in front of Fitzgerald.
My mistake for saying anything.
Yeah.
Really, it's on me. We should charge, like, hey, we won't talk about you, and you'll have a better race. Let's do this, right? Let's 5-lap average. Rich Jet, alternate strategy, fresh tires. About a 10th over the second place car for Kirker, 5.7. Just updated. Now it's a 6 flat, and then it updates for Wishing a 7.1. So you got a 10th in hand on P2 right now. Over the last 5 laps, Rich Jet, biggest man on the racetrack over the last 5 laps, just due to those fresh tires. If you look at the last lap specifically. Jerry Brown back on this racetrack. Wait.
I wonder if he had a fast 5 laps. And
so he ran really fast for the first. He literally, lap 5 was when he was out. So in the first 4 laps, he had a good lap time, but he's still on pit road, so it counts that as his last completed lap. So lap 4 was good. He wrecked on lap 5. And nobody has gotten close to that since because we're in the long run. Interesting. Best laps overall. Actually, Elliott Henderson, Fitzgerald, and Kirker. Top 5 separated by a 10th of a second. Ornell with a good night. Curtis with a good night. You're in the biggest movers list. You're doing a good job. Lap leaders. I don't remember Elliott Henderson leading a lap. Interesting. I remember Wishing leading a lap, but Henderson was 7. We have tools that can assist with that, though. We did, yeah. High as P1. After the first caution. Okay. Fair play. I think all 3 cars that we just saw in frame hit the wall there.
definitely sounded like it, that's for sure.
So Garnell's having a good night. He's now up to 14th. Just got around King Cut on the inside there.
I mean, you're really trying to jinx people, huh?
Yep. Here we have Aiden Kirker, 3.1 out in front. Absolutely picture perfect night. He didn't lead every lap, though, so I guess that's the
Like, oh no, he's only led 200.
He led 240 out of 250. But he's not, I mean, he's got about a 10th every 5 laps, right? That's the average. So it's not, I mean, it's not lapping up to top 5 belt, but it's still it's a good belt. Jordan Smith has had a quiet night, but it's been entirely inside of the top 10. Not a bad problem to have. Walker Thomas has finally started to climb back up. It'll take the last couple of laps, really. He's made a good move there. Just continued progress to get to P7. McConville was right on his tail. Kind of got stuck the last 3 laps or so behind these 3 cars he's chasing right now. Got 2 more to get to the right back behind Thomas. Let's see if he's able to get there. Wilco joining Rich Chet on the alternate strategy of the guys that got stuck with the wave around strategy, so he'll be quick. With their 28 to 29 as it stands. Still 29 cars running. Far less than that on the lead lap is McConville. 2 and 2 laps, so Osborne nearly smacks the wall.
Not nearly, he does. Him and Moynihan. Osborne being pressured by Moynihan.
It's actually the closest battle right now. Moynihan all over the back bumper here. Arnell and Claude Furlan closing in. Burkert, Bradley Gunn. On the outside there into 3, Moynihan gets it done. Inside of 100 to go. 87 to go just under that. It's like Burkett was all over the place off 2. Dolly closes in a little bit. Burkett was chasing Bradley Gunn, who's chasing Minto. Being caught about a second up from that fight. Lindgren half a second off of Jared Wishon. It's the fight for P2. A great run off 4, now down to about 3.5 car lengths. So we head off into turn number 1. Wishing 2/10 slower on that last lap.
Funny watching Wilco drive through the traffic on slower tires. Just slicing and dicing.
He's, what was his last lap? A 24? Just flying through everybody.
That was a 24 navigating all this traffic.
Try not to kill everybody. 17th, 18th, 19th still going at it. Burkert washes up the hill. Jolie's right there. Doesn't have the run off of 4. And we got a shot at green flag pit stop, so we'll just go ahead and throw that to the jinx list. If things continue to progress. Mainly because I think everyone will want tires.
And if for some reason anyone was wondering, the men's college basketball national championship is 33 to 29 Michigan heading into halftime.
It's close. Anything can happen. 4-pointer. Technically a 1-possession game.
Well, I don't know if Michigan's made a 3-pointer this game.
Oh, that's not good, is it? They just need a couple to start falling.
It's been a really defensive game.
Oh, trouble! No, they saved it. 85 was spinning out. 95 was spinning out. 08 decided to join him. They both said, wait, we changed our minds again. And Jeff Carson's right there.
And I feel like we say it almost every week with these drivers. They just love like being on the edge, almost bringing out the caution.
Carson says, hey, you just spun out a little bit there. Let me just... Yeah, you just
Ooh,
go. He's up in the dirty stuff. He holds on, though. Carson said, hey, if you could just kind of slide up the hill and let me go, that'd be fantastic. Mike McConville on Jordan Smith there.
Kirkers has started the process of putting these drivers a lap down. He can now see, Jeff Carson and Sylvain Joly.
It actually took longer than I thought. Because it's, what did we restart? 120? Yeah, so they took a good bit there to get back to Jeff Carson. Because he normally got to him, before the end of the stage, but... Part of that's, saving because you don't know if you're getting a caution, so... Imagine he's just taking care of his stuff a little bit. Jolie washes up a little bit. Carson can have another go at him down in turn number 1. Got the inside. Jolie washes up. He actually is getting a good bite off that third groove there. We're slowing each other up. The leader says, hey, yeah, I'm going to just lap Murphy real quick.
I think he's going to be saying, hey, calm down when I'm coming on by.
That's true, too. He saw a car in front of him bounce off the wall. He saw the car behind him bounce off the wall. He's like, I'm right in the middle. Yarnell said, all right, I think I'm clear. I don't know if he was, but he said he was. Osborne probably disagrees. A good battle here. Yet not for position, but different tire strategies, so he'll fly through these guys a little bit. Being very respectful. Osborne has to back out of it. That allows Furland on through. Oh, Jolie loose! And Carson takes the spot. And there goes Kirker right on through the inside. 19 cars in the lead lap. Fuel window's open. Just a matter of when everyone wants, when do you, everyone has one set left at this point. When do you feel comfortable bolting that set on and trying to survive to the end?
Well, they are getting a little feisty.
Carson was making a move to the inside, and he got loose right in front of the leader. Bradley Gunn a lap down. 18 cars, now 17 at the line on the lead lap. Jolie's fighting back. Got the gun into
Packard
the
got loose.
fence.
It just doesn't look fair. That 76 just looks like it handles so much better through these corners.
It's right on board with 2 laps. It's just comfortable.
I mean, we haven't, hit the crank it up button once.
You're right. Let's hit it. Crank it up. It's been such a good race.
Oh, Jolie!
Oh.
Jolie! He kept it straight, but it did not look like he wanted to.
Oh, my goodness. He was started right. Oh, my gosh. He pulled a Cletus McFarland with that half spin.
What?
Holy smokes. Walker Thomas challenging here. Let's crank it up live on YG Media before something else happens. just a thoroughly enjoyable race. I mean, this is fun stuff. They're just going, man. Nathan, I mean, just like on this long run, right? Yarnell is up to 11. It's just we got comers and goers because we've had the long green flag run. Guys are just taking care of their stuff. They're slipping and sliding, just picking up spots here and there. It's fun. It's a fun run. Just look at this, just nice and consistent up in the field tonight so far.
Really?
I will say we're at the end of about 60 laps at this point, and it's probably the most spread out it has been, but pit stops I would imagine aren't too far away, and that will change some things. Yeah, about from 4 seconds, 1.5 seconds from second to third. Brad Peters a second off of Lindgren for the final podium spot. We approach 60 laps to go. What a turnaround, too. And there we have Chris Quad going to actually start this sequence. Hondo gives up 8th place. Not quite. Try the crossover here. Quite getting there. Kirker has lapped up to 13th. And there's Claude Furland and Moynihan. There's 12th place right out of the windshield. And even like 19th is 1 lap down, and then Bradley Gunn 20th, 3 laps down. We've just, I mean, look at that, 6 laps down to Kneebone. Who did message me? I remember, I think I caught it at the end of last week's broadcast, but one of the buddies said, "Oh, it's knee bonnie." No, he said, "No, it's like the knee in your legs." Trent Curtis is in. First lead lap car to do so he'll get an early advantage here. But the undercut. I heard it's been a while since we said that too, hasn't it?
Yeah, probably.
Got to execute green flag pit stops. No speeding penalty. That's about the only thing that would undo it right now for Kirker. 5 seconds. We're getting stuck a lap down. Having to wait a time.
Another big thing. I don't know the exit for this track because again I haven't raced in a long time, but just being bad on the exit, trying to get up to speed. If you get
that first lap on cold tires, you just loop it coming out of turn 2.
Or even if you're going too fast, through 1 and 2 on the apron, and it goes around.
So we haven't had it a lot this season, but Brockman up the hill. Walker Thomas chasing after Brad Peters. It's P4, excuse me. That changed hands. 67's got great speed. So he just needed a long run, and here's Trent Curtis. Let's watch his progress. Inside of 60 to go, he's just flying now. It's almost unsafe how much he just gained there. Second quicker than the race leader. Just sent it up the inside of Chris Quad. Holy smokes.
Now that's like the Ricky Bobby scene. Like, are those the other cars?
Jeff Carson is in. He's like, you know what? I saw that. I'm going to react. Oh, my goodness. Got to be careful, though, because if you burn it up too early, you're going to be a sitting duck inside of 10 laps. So he is flying right now, but has to manage these early laps. Really important. Yes, he wants to get around the other cars, but It's a cat and mouse for sure. Jeff Carson down and away. Sven Jolie's on coming in. Ross Brockman is in. Green flag pit stops at Rockingham. I didn't think they had it in them. They've done a nice job tonight. One caution, lap 5 on tires that aren't fully up to temp. They have really done a nice job. So let's see here. Driver timeline chart. From 10th, or maybe 9th, 10th place for Trent Curtis. So where he pops back in at. I imagine he'll be maybe up to the top 5 because he's had a massive advantage here, undercut now. He's gained, every lap he gets. Look at the timeline chart. Good gosh. Every lap is about 2 seconds he gains. Well, obviously that swings back the other way at the end of the race. He's getting the advantage now, but 24-3, 25-3, so a second quicker than the leader even. Probably because he's bottled up in too wide traffic in front of him.
If we thought Kirker might go, and then Carson potentially going to force it with him.
Carson now on the fresh tires. He's going to get a lap back here. And that's just a whole mess of guys. Because now it's the opposite. You got guys on fresh tires cutting their way through this field, while the leaders are having to stay out of their way. Lindgren, podium. He's in. P3's in. So I imagine that will prompt the response from most everybody else in the top 10.
Oh, yeah, our leader.
Aiden Kirker's in. Arnell is in from P12. Jared Wishon stays out to lead this race. Walker Thomas, what does he do? He's had great long-run speed, but now it's suddenly flipped, right? The guys that you were chasing have now pitted, and they're going to be chasing you again. Trent Curtis. Where is he going to end up? P17. Gets past Yarnell. Gets past Lindgren. Lindgren was P3. Trent Curtis was P10, and he just passed him. Here comes Brad Peters. Nice and easy at 40 miles an hour. Jordan Smith is in. Rod Furland is in.
He got hit the wall right in front of Kirkers. He's coming out of pit road.
Falls back to P12. Does not want to see a caution as he's a lap down, and that would change the dynamic of this race. Thank you for Jared Wishon. Hey, run long. Run him out of. Make sure he's a lap down, but at least put him back in the field a little bit. That's about the only thing that would switch up this race. Walker Thomas, I mean, he's P2. He's like, yeah, that's the leader. Let me get out of his way. P9. Trent Curtis was only 5 seconds behind him, so he's made phenomenal gains. He's just going to have to find a way to hold on to them. Because now, shoes on the other foot. Here comes Zach Lindgren. Going to be shot out of a cannon. And Trent Curtis, it was fun for about 10 laps. Now, I'm going to deal with the guys chasing you. Just like this, because it's Furland and Jeff Carson. They're not fighting directly for position, but they're like, hey, we need to get by. It's because it's Jeff Carson and Furland fighting, but Lindgren's like, hey, I want to get up there and fight Trent Curtis. So it's just all over the place. Burkert was in, your race leader. Jared Wishon is in. Gavin Fitzgerald now leads the North Carolina Education Lottery 250. Walker Thomas all over his back bumper.
Seemed like Fitzgerald might have tapped the wall before taking the entry to the court.
Fitzgerald leads for the first time tonight. Aiden Kirker's back on the lead lap, by the way. That's how far ahead he is. Trent Curtis is net P2, by the way. He netted to P2, at least for this lap, before Lindgren gets back away, way up the hill. Look at they're cutting up, man. So assuming everybody pits, it'd be Aiden Kirker, and then Trent Curtis. Your new, he went from 10th to 2nd, if he can hold on, you know, a couple more laps. Lindgren actually got bottled up big time, so he's clear.
Right there from Trent Curtis.
Moynihan did big damage on the right front.
Oh, caution!
Oh! Oh, no! That's great news if you haven't pitted yet, because you get the free, like, 15-lap advantage. What happened?
I don't know if it's kind of a bad thing, because if...
What on earth happened?
Trent, like... I genuinely don't know. Was it the Moynihan thing?
I don't know.
It was an iRacing caution. It was not thrown by anyone.
Couple cars hit the wall. Here comes Kirker. Moynihan, he gets... No? He had damage, but I was just saying that he had damage when he was pitting. I don't... What caused that? Oh, there it is.
Oh, wow.
We found it. Why didn't it say he wrecked? So we have... Oh, Osborne in front. Hits the wall right in front of Gunn. It's square, and then here comes Brockman right into the left rear. Turns a 42 around, a deserved caution. But one that completely changes the dynamics of this race.
There's no free pass for the guys who are lapped down.
Only for one of them.
Yeah.
So here's the... Alright. Here's the thing, though. Aiden Kirker on 9-lap older tires than Gavin Fitzgerald, Elliott Henderson. You still take Kirker, right? It's not that
It's still
big.
a 40-lap run. He's shown to have consistent pace in the long run. Like I'm still taking Kirker.
You're right. It's not like if it was 20 laps, he's dead to rights. But 9?
I think even 20. He. Oh, yeah, 9 or 20 on the tires. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, and that's the advantage you get by running long. You can, because it's only 3 sets, so everyone was pitting there for their last set of tires. So, there's 9 cars on the lead lap. It has completely flipped this race.
And you're going to have, these lap down cars,
Somebody's fighting for the lucky dog, right? Like, they're going to be going... Like Brad Peters, Jordan Smith, they have not been in danger of going a lap down whatsoever. They're still fighting for spots back here. Everyone's going to get lined up. I don't know that they will. Kirker's going to have the track position. Look for Gavin Fitzgerald to make a big move. Elliott Henderson as well.
I am shocked we didn't get an extra lap added to this, but...
Here we go. Kirker.
Yeah, there's the...
He's already 6/10 ahead. Fitzgerald's going to have to make... Yeah, Curtis is kind of dead to rights, I think. The good news is he can only fall back to 8th. That's the benefit. He's kind of locked in there for a good bit, unless we get a caution. Gavin Fitzgerald's clear. He's got 10 lap fresher tires than Zach Lindgren, and 9 lap fresher tires than Aiden Kirker. What can he do with it? It's not nothing, especially at the Rock. It is not insignificant. Because you see what 20 lap tires do. Trent Curtis goes from 2nd to 8th, just like that. Fitzgerald's going to have to go now. Like, honestly. 36 to go.
This is basically a sprint for the finish.
You need to get in front and make them burn their stuff up to get back by you. Because it's 9 laps older. Let them hit that cliff first. You just go for broke. I think. You got the 10 lap advantage. You go now. If they get back by you, then so be it, right? They're just that good today. But he's closed in. He's half the deficit.
If you let Kirker sit out there and just
save
run
his
his
stuff.
race out,
Put him under pressure. It's 10 laps. It's a couple of tenths if you can get him to burn it up. But if you're not going to make this pass, then Walker Thomas might just ship you for it, right? Like, if you're not going to get there on 9 laps, you gotta go. I mean, he's all over the back of Lindgren. You got to make this move and start putting some pressure under Aiden Kirker. That's the only way you're going to win the race. Taking a peek to the inside. Oh, but he washes up. Wait, oh, we got problems at the back of the...
Makes it stick. He's fighting for contact.
Oh, he's got it here. If he's forced the issue, you can burn a little bit up. Use it.
I mean, you have to.
Use it. Go get him. Obviously, Aiden
use
Kirker...
it now or you lose it later.
Yep. Don't waste any more time than what you need to. There it is. Walker Thomas, same thing. Complete the pass right now and get going. Don't hit the wall, though. You can't do that. 0.4 of a second. Kirker was quicker on that last lap, obviously, battling through traffic. Last lap. Gavin Fitzgerald, a 23.9, a 24.07 for Kirker. So here comes Fitzgerald. But you also have to deal with, here comes Walker Thomas, and Elliott Henderson is right there on the same strategy. So not only are you dealing with Kirker, you got Walker Thomas and Elliott Henderson, and Brandon Mintos closing in on this same strategy as well. Ran long, they're getting the advantage. For what it's worth, he has closed up to 1.5 car length. He is there.
Now he's got to make the move.
Yeah, 30 to go. You are there. You have the 67 right behind you. It's on.
If you bobble, he's
Henderson's right there as well. And Minto should be arriving shortly.
The dirty air is affecting it because every time he gets to the bumper going in the corner, he just loses like a little bit.
He's going up half a lane higher. Trying to get a good run down the straightaway. It's pretty much net even, though. I mean, he's there now. This is as close as anyone has been. Oh, he gets tight, though, in that dirty air. Here comes Thomas to the inside. That's all Aiden Kirker needs to see. He hits the apron, too. If they're going to sit here and squabble, it's going to catch lap traffic, too, potentially. Remember, Las Vegas turned into a tire strategy. The dominant cars of the day did not get a chance to defend because they had like 40 lap older tires. This one, they get a chance. Kirker will try to use a lap car as a pick, I'm sure of it. Actually, very slow there for Furman. He's not going to have a chance. Gun's like, hey, that's the leader, so I'm going to get out of the way. Oh, a good run here? Maybe. It looked like it.
Going to be a good run for Thomas, but again, there's nowhere to go. He's going to be... He looked to the inside. He got
69 kind of washes up a little bit through 3 and 4. He falls back. Top 5 separated by 1 second. 24 to go next time by. Fitzgerald gets a decent run off of 2. But he's searching a little bit. He's like, what can I do to beat Aiden Kirker? He's looking for a way around him because just following him around the bottom, not going to do it. You can't follow him those tire tracks unless you want to move him.
Thomas, he's going to go around the outside. He's had enough of it. Not able to make it stick.
And that's the dilemma, right? If you're Walker Thomas, you're like, hey, I think I'm a little bit faster. But you're going to burn your stuff up fighting for P2. The leader gets away. then honestly, with that lap, he's now 3/10 back. I think if you're Thomas, you might not disrespectfully, but like, hey, it's like, hey, you're not getting it done. Look at the lap cars just fight for you.
He needs to. He keeps sticking his nose in here in 3 and 4, and finally he really has the room for it. But he doesn't fully commit. He's scared of the contact. Doesn't really want to get the 69 around, but you're just gonna have to be aggressive.
I'm almost like confident in calling that Kirkwood's got it, man. Unless his tires hit the cliff in 10 laps, like they're gonna sit here and fight for P2, and then the 67 is gonna have the same issue. Like I'm almost willing to say that Kirkwood got it.
It's a little early for that, but it's definitely playing into his
favor.
Well,
like
right
if
now.
the 67 gets clear, let's see what he can do.
There's gonna be contact.
I move him up the hill right now. It's like, hey, Fitzgerald, no offense, like you did not.
You're
like,
racing for a win.
Like, oh, move him, bud. Like you got to. He's not gonna get it done. There's no disrespect, right? Kirker's on his own postcode tonight. You had your shot with 10 lap pressure tires. You got to the back bumper. Now you're half a second back. Like, you gotta move them right now, or let Henderson move both of you. Like, they're all just
gonna do it.
They're all you're in the fence. They're just gonna squabble for P2. Like that's all it is. Because now all Kirker has to do is like, hey, I'm half a second ahead. Save.
They're squabbling back here for 5th, 6th, and 7th.
Same situation here when squabbling. Because again, it's not disrespectful. Kirker is the dominant car of the night. So even with 9 lap over tires, right, he's able to hold him off as long as he doesn't overdrive anything.
It definitely plays, into his hand that they're fighting and they can't get around.
Because, like, if you're Walker Thomas, you're not going to sit here and be like, yeah, go get him, Gavin Fitzgerald, you win the race. If you think you're faster, you're going to pass him and then go try and get Kirker.
Like, the little bit of advantage that they've had on this run is just...
Because obviously
like
Fitzgerald's going to, he's going to have to use his stuff up to drive back up here. And he's doing that. Oh, he hit the apron there. He just hit the wall. Like,
the wall.
There goes another 10th wasted here. Thomas is going to take a peek at it. And they're all just squabbling. Catch a little bit of lap traffic. But nothing too severe. They should be able to run the line if they want. But yeah, now he's going to use his 9 laps of advantage to get to the back bumper, and then he's stuck right behind him in the dirty air, and then that's, they're dead even at that point. He's just following him. Unless Kirker's tires hit a cliff here, he should be okay.
I don't think he's going to hit one, that badly. He's running better lap times.
That was 200s quicker last lap. Just has to navigate lap traffic a little bit. Bradley Gunn says, thank you very much. Keith Black, no problems. A half a tenth quicker for Fitzgerald, but that's great and all. Like, oh, you can tell he's starting to get tight. Henderson's dropped off a bit, right? If you're Walker Thomas, I think Thomas, you already had your chance. You were side by side with him, and you did not complete the pass. Fitzgerald had a shocking 3 and 4. Lap car might play a factor here. Yep, use him as a pick. Use him as a pick. You got to use him as a pick. Honestly, I don't know. I'm turning him right there. I'm not moving. You can lift. Or you can run over the 43. That was it right there.
And have everyone questioning our racecraft. I mean, they already should.
That was the moment right there. I mean, he still might get it done, right? He's looking good, looking real good. And they're just sitting here fighting over each other. I want to be on the podium.
We're 10 to, 10 to go.
It's over, man. It is over. Yeah, okay, cool. You passed him now, but you've used your stuff up now. And I,
Really turn it into, Ricky Bobby. You're like, yeah, you're the first loser.
that's like I get
It's
it,
cool,
right?
me
I
too, it's good.
understand it. Though. You're sitting here like, hey, I'm faster than you. I'm gonna pass you. But like, you got to do it quicker. Like, hey, he's not getting it done. Move him and let you because now you're 0.8 of a second back. You're not gonna pass him. Need another caution.
It's a good point, Dave.
I mean, it is right, but it's like, hey, you were there. You had him. That was the only chance you were going to get him. Walker Thomas is insanely quick, so he might have a little something. I mean, let's see how much big 10 laps is, honestly. It's going to be, he's closing in again. 0.6, 5.5 tenths. On Furlan jumped.
How much of it is potentially,
Because he checked out from Fitzgerald, right? Like, that's what you want to see. Isn't it 4.5 tenths? He'll have one shot, I think. He'll get to the back bumper, and it's like, what do you want to do when you get there? Maybe he might not even get there. Like, we'll see.
You gotta think, Thomas is gonna be beating himself up though, with the gap he's pulled on Fitzgerald. Kind of setting.
Like, yeah, just move him, man. Like, don't wreck the guy, obviously, but like, hey, you were clearly quicker. And if you passed him 15 laps ago, then, you still got the fresh stuff. And you could go chase down Aiden Kirker. Fully, let's, I'm not sitting here, I want Kirker to lose. Oh, let's go get him. Kirker deserved this win easily. I mean, he dog-walked this field, right? It's like, hey, I got the strategy in my favor. Like, it's just cool to see. But it's like, oh, you're all going to fight each other for P2. But Kirker deserves this win, and then we'll see. It's 3/10. He's closing in. Lap traffic, I think, played a little bit of a factor there. If you can't prioritize your exit, no time to waste.
He's gonna have that one shot, I think.
I mean, he's gonna get to the dirty air, and Kirker at that point just has to run the bottom. Say, hey, listen, I'll give you the outside. If you can somehow pass me on the outside, then so be it. 2 car lengths. Here we go. Does he have anything left? Got a little tense here. I didn't know. Oh, he got it.
We see a late charger here in the background. I know we're coming down to 4 to go. Wishon has moved up all the way to P4 and challenging now for P3.
Yeah, he kind of is in the middle. He hit it at 206. Thomas 210. Kirker 201. Wishon actually took care of his stuff real nice. With 3 laps to go. By the way, I think these are teammates officially, 76-67. So it should be a respectful finish.
Both got a elite on the, the deck lid there. So
that's something to keep in mind. I don't think he's going to wreck him for it, obviously. But then he's like, hey, I got the fresher tires and I caught you with 2 to go. You going to block me for it? Like, there's a dynamic both ways.
Just saying, I know what my teammates would do.
Oh. We're not good people.
I think people are learning that just
here we go.
A little faster.
He's going to have one shot at him, I think, if he wants it. Oh, that's a good turn forward. He's just got to, he can lose thousandths of a second.
He's going to have heavy traffic on.
He's just got to maintain. You're right. Oh, boy. Oh, but he gained there. Oh, the car's knocking down the fence in front of the leader.
Going to compromise the
Thomas
exit.
got really tight there out of 4, though, and he's not going to have the entry he wants. White flag. That should be it, man. How about that? Just got to clear Chris Laud and Aiden Kirker. Absolutely dominant. Wins at Rockingham. What a performance. Thomas P2, Wishon got the podium. Fitzgerald P4, Henderson P5, Lindgren 6th, Conville 7th, Minto 8th, and Trent Curtis actually gonna finish on the lead lap P9, even though he was a sitting duck with those older tires. So Brad Peters P10. Smith, Moynihan, Yarnell. So we could have had a little more from this probably. But what a race. Aiden Kirk, a 3-time winner in the NSRL Monday Night NASCAR O'Reilly Series. And well deserved. Didn't get the result he wanted at Las Vegas due to tire strategy. Looked like there was a possibility of that tonight. He held serve under immense pressure from Gavin Fitzgerald and Walker Thomas. Well held. And this is your championship favorite. The man to beat is right here. Elite Motorsports 76. I think you can go ahead and say that, right? After tonight's performance. If you didn't already know it, right? This is it. Premier Racing setups. I mean, they got him fast.
Kind of putting it lightly.
There's pretty fast.
Rocket ship out there.
It's pretty.
That's
darn
Artemis
fast.
3 out there.
Oh, early. He's on the moon already. He went and got to the moon. All right, let's go ahead and get your podium drivers up there on the screen. If I can find where all of these plugins are hiding from me. There it is. All right, let's see. All right, they're all in voice this time. They're a little bit ahead of schedule. Good job on everybody. All right, let's go ahead and get him up. Here with your race winner tonight, Aiden Kirker gets it done here at Rockingham. Started on the pole, led the most laps. But man, oh man, did you have to work for it there on that final sprint to the finish, those final 40 laps. Talk to me about it.
Yeah, I don't know. We just kind of had a really good 6 on rails. Was really felt untouchable the majority of the race, and yeah, that caution comes out, and you got a couple guys that hadn't pit yet, and they got fresh tires, and I was just trying to run pretty much the same way I had been running the entire race because I knew I had the advantage on the long run. It was just like 40, 50 laps. I didn't know if we were going to have enough time, and it was cutting it close. So, bullets there. I was more worried about Walker than the 69 because I knew Walker was really good in the long run too. But luckily, we just had the clean air, and we're just able to hold them off and get it done.
Yeah, under immense pressure there from Gavin Fitzgerald, and then you see Walker Thomas come up there. They're battling for P2, and that's a nice little reprieve. But Las Vegas earlier this year was a tire strategy race. This one it was 9 laps difference. But that, like you said, the long run speed there, the 9 lap difference in tires and still being able to hold them off, it speaks to the way the car was set up tonight. But yeah, won both stages pretty comfortable. Was looking pretty good. We got the green flag pit stops tonight, and obviously that adds the element of surprise. And overcoming that's just a really good performance. So congratulations on the win, and we'll let you get any shout outs in if you have any.
Yeah. First off, I want to thank Premier Racing Setups. This is the reason this car was so freaking fast tonight. So they're newer to the team the last couple weeks. Had a killer setup for Rockingham this week, I felt. Was able to win a couple B Opens and then obviously win tonight in comfortable fashion. So shout out to them, building awesome race cars. Shout out to Diecast fans. If you use code DFans at checkout on Circle B Diecast. And shout out to Elite Motorsports. Once again, just an awesome crew to race with every week. Wouldn't want to race with a different group of guys. It's they got speed, they got good heads on their shoulders, and they're just fun guys to be around. So super thankful for that, and hopefully we'll go to Bristol and have another good run. I not really sure though because I kind of suck there. So, but we'll see.
Absolutely, congratulations again. We'll see you next week at Bristol.
Thank you.
Here with your runner-up tonight, Walker Thomas. An eventful night. Got caught up in an incident there at the end of stage one. Mired back in the top 15 to 20 for a good bit of stage two, but eventually gets the damage fixed, catches a break by running long, and nearly go back to back here. Walk me through your night.
Eventful, to say the least. Yeah, I made a mistake and overdrove 1 and 2 and got really tight and was basically stopped on the exit of 2 and got hit and got some damage from that. Kind of took me out of getting any stage points in stage one. And then I got about half of the damage fixed and just tried to keep as much pace in it as I could for stage two. And I felt really good in stage three. Felt like I finally got comfortable. Got up, I think, to fourth maybe. And then the pit cycle started, and I knew I didn't have anything for the leaders. Aiden was definitely lights out tonight, so knew I had to do something different, and ran it long, got lucky with that caution, and yeah, wish I had more for Aiden at the end, but even with a little bit of a tire advantage, he was that good tonight.
Anything different you would have done in hindsight, knowing how close it was with the tire advantage? Would you have tried to approach that battle with Gavin a little differently? You think, or just happy, to get a P2 with all this tonight?
Certainly happy to get a P2. I didn't think I was going to sniff the top five, top 10 even at certain points. So certainly take it. But I wish maybe I would have been a little bit more aggressive on the beginning of the run. I think once tires came in a little bit, it evened out, and we were racing pretty hard for second. And Aiden was able to just kind of maintain, and that tire advantage was then gone. So, um, but like I had nothing for Aiden tonight. He was class of the field. He had 12 seconds on me when the pit cycle started. So hats off to him. I mean, that's really all it is tonight. We'll be happy to take P2 and do a 1, 2, 3 for Elite Motorsports though. Always good with that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, considering you won last week at Martinsville, you're on the pole, and Aiden's been so strong with I think 4 or 5 poles this season. So it's been a great result for the team. You head to another short track next week, so at least on paper, you guys should be good there again. But yeah, some strong runs, especially in recent weeks. Teams coming into its own. And congratulations again, and we'll let you get any shout outs in if you have any.
Yeah, appreciate it. Shout out to PRS. That's 2 weeks in a row. I think our setups were pretty dang good. So first 2 weeks with them have been really nice. So shout out to them. And then new saying for the month of April at least, we can use code DFans at Circle B for free shipping for any order over $30. And thanks to you guys for hopping on board and broadcasting these things as well. It's been fun to go back and watch them. So appreciate you guys.
Appreciate the kind words, and we'll see you next week at Bristol.
All right, thanks guys.
Here with your third place finisher tonight, Jared Wishon in the 17 machine rounds out our podium this evening. And able to catch a little bit of a break, almost it goes 5 laps longer, has a little bit fresher tires, and just kind of joins that battle for the podium there at the end. But overall, had a top 5 speed most of the evening and able to keep it clean, especially on turn 2 exit, where we saw so many problems tonight.
Hey, I thought I was kind of in trouble there because I usually am not up front. So since I was able to run second there, second, third, I was just hoping to finish there. And then the caution kind of came out and put us behind. But I had just pitted like right when the caution come out, so I basically had the same tires as the guys that pitted, and I knew I had pace in the long run. But I didn't think I'd be able to get back to a podium. But I will definitely take that after the caution kind of flipped the strategy upside down.
Yeah, late race caution, you think you pitted 4 laps before it came out, so almost nothing. But, still maybe a tenth in it, maybe. Who knows? But looking at the timeline chart that we have, ran inside really the top 10 literally the entire night. Top 5 almost half of the night. Stage 2, I mean, that was just comfortable, and having to fight back, with that yellow there a little bit at the end. But yeah, a clean night, consistent night, more points on the board for the 17. So a consistent night for sure. So congratulations, and we'll let you get any shout outs in if you have any.
Yeah, I just got thank everybody at Elite Motorsports because I think we were looking at maybe a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there without the caution, and it's all thanks to the guys at Premier Racing Setups. They had an absolute rocket tonight for us, and definitely was really good in the long run. I think amongst all of us, and Nathan started in the back and drove up to I think he was inside the top 10, and the caution kind of screwed him out of that, but. Still think he got a decent finish, so got to give a big shout out to those guys because it definitely would not be possible without their setup. So if you're looking for a good setup, a winning setup, go to Premier Racing Setups and check them out. And got to go thanks Diecast fans for being on this car this year. App State was on it tonight, and you guys for broadcasting.
Absolutely appreciate the kind words, and we'll see you next week at Bristol.
Thank you.
All right, Art, any final thoughts from Rockingham?
I mean, I said it, just before we got into interviews. I love, green flag racing. Would love it without the, stage cautions. Again, not the league's fault. They run it as close to, NASCAR rules as they can. It's just, I love this style of racing.
Yeah, that was a fun one tonight. Here are the race results. Aiden Kirker led 231 at a 250. So not quite my prediction of 240. But Walker Thomas, Jared Wishon, we just talked to him on the podium there tonight. No overtime needed. We had 2 actual cautions, 2 stage cautions. Minto gets the hard charger award up there in P8 from 28th. Elliot Henderson pips the fastest lap at 23.506. Aiden Kirker on pole here tonight. You look at the race of attrition, even down to I think it was P9, and then everyone else is multiple laps down. Even 21st, 4 laps down. 26, 5. Just a massive race, and then obviously you get down to 29th, and Kneebone. He did finish though. He was out there chugging along. 30th to 37th with the common race of attrition stuff. We should see more of that next week at Bristol. So we're back here tomorrow night for the trucks. So we'll see how they handle it. Got a tough act to follow, but excited for the trucks tomorrow night, and then we'll be back next Monday night at Bristol. So y'all take care, and we'll see you tomorrow night.